Hey guys, how we doing? Jason here. I'm back with our second video, and today we have our third member of the crew, Milos, but the other man's missing, Luke, but that's okay. We'll have a chat anyway, and eventually we will all get together. Remember, we are going to do this as a podcast eventually, but for now they're just like video logs. We'll get set up eventually, but for now we're just learning and we'll get better. But today we're going to talk about a few topics. The one I want to start with Milos is because I've been noticing him who's training super hard for a few events right now. And then I've been doing this industry for a long time, and I've noticed a lot of people come and go through overtraining and fatigue and losing motivation. And I've noticed Milos lately training super hard for this event. And he's finding it tough. It's a lot of work. It's a heavy workload on your body. And we were just talking about that. How many weeks have you been training for now?
12 non-stop.
So 12 weeks non-stop.
12 weeks, 6 days a week.
Yep.
3.5 hours minimum per session.
So if you heard that right, that's 12 weeks, about 3.5 hours a day. That's a lot of training. Now, some of you out there might go, that's too much. Look, everybody's different. Some people can handle it. I was telling Milos, as an ex-fighter, our approach was probably 6 to 8 weeks in a fight camp. And personally, at about 8 weeks, I lost the drive and the intensity to want to keep doing it. So we would fight, then we'd have time off, and then we'd go again. It was a cycle. Now, not saying that's right for everyone, but that works for me. Milos has learnt this through Poliquin. Ioana. His wife, through the Poliquin group, that there's a program that she was telling me about where they basically can work out
super advanced programming, strength programming advanced, something like this.
Strength program advanced, but basically what it teaches you is what your body's capable of, how long you should train for, and it gives you a breakdown of your body type and how it works. She was telling me a bit about it. You answer a questionnaire.
You have one test.
Yeah.
You have Breiman, something like this test. It's around 40, 50 questions.
Yep.
You have to be honest with yourself. Only you have to know these questions.
Okay.
It's a little bit privately.
Yep.
So you have to be honest with all questions, and on the end you're counting just your true questions.
Okay.
And no answers.
Yeah.
So anyway, on the end you have you calculate all of this, and you have 4 types of human body.
Yep.
One is earth, like something like this. One is fire, and other one is like a water. So all of these type of bodies has different kind of workouts. For example, I am fire.
Yeah.
So my type of body will achieve results quickly if I work out very hard, 8 to 12 weeks, very hard. And I have to have 1 week opposite what I'm doing. So I'm doing CrossFit, so now 1 week I have to have swimming, running, nothing, massage, little bit bodybuilding, anything opposite than what I'm doing in my workouts.
I was just talking to Milos about, look, I don't have the expertise in some of the fields that people have here, but what I do have is experience in health and fitness, in training people. I've seen a lot of people come and go over the time, coming in with these big intentions. They're going to train hard for 6 months and end up fading. So what I have said to Milos is that don't be afraid to listen to your body. If you need a day off, you're not going to shrink away. You're not going to lose all your strength. If anything, you're probably going to get stronger, and you're going to have a break mentally. Because look, training hard for me personally, it's not really the physical stuff that's hard work. It's this. Yeah. It's coming in going, okay, let's give 100%. It's
exactly
hard to give 100% all the
exactly
time,
what you said in just half an hour ago. I reach one point where I am not, I'm not enjoying anymore.
You've got to enjoy it. I was
yes.
asking Milos. I said, are you enjoying your training?
I'm not these days. Honestly, I love programming everything. My coach Luke, he's amazing guy, amazing coach. So anyway, I mean, I reach one point. I'm very tired, and as you said, my negative energy through my session, it's going outside. I mean, in my private life. So
I was talking to him again. I've seen this happen. I've done it. I mean, with fighting, and it's tough on the mind and the body, and you can take it home. I was saying to him, be aware of the snowball effect. So what's little in training that may be a little thing to you, and you have a day off, then it affects you mentally. And because it affects you mentally, you take it out on your partner. And then when you take it out, and then you two are fighting about something you don't even know
For
why
no
you're
reasons.
fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, well, hang on. So you need to backtrack and go, what has changed in my life? And what's changed is you're not enjoying your training. It's not saying he's training wrong. As you said, Luke's great at programming. This is nothing on Luke. This is just on the fact that he's been training hard for a long time.
12 weeks non-stop.
It wouldn't matter what training you're doing. After 12 weeks, you're going to get to a point. And my advice to Milos as a trainer would be, he needs time off. He needs to listen, whether it be a day or 2 days, or to do something different. He needs that. And if he doesn't, I've seen people crash and burn, and this can lead to injuries, lack of motivation, and then no training because you just don't want to go to the gym.
That's happened with me last year.
So you need to keep ahead of it. It's a bit like when you're thirsty. They say when you are thirsty, you should have drank an hour ago. You don't wait until you're dehydrated.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you got to learn to know your body. And this is why I suppose in CrossFit, a lot of people would go by 3 on, 1 off. 3 days on, 1 day rest. Even if you feel you don't need it, you know your body will need it eventually. So you have it
On the
before
long
it
term,
really-
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's on that note. I just want to hit on that on listening to your body, not getting burnt out, because I would rate Milos as a novice CrossFitter, but a very good CrossFit for what he is. So he has a big future.
2 years.
And I hope that he listens to himself and finds a program that works, because I believe if you keep going, from what I've seen people come and go, you can do big things. On to the big things. We have some news. He's smiling now, he knows what I'm talking about. For anyone who knows, there's an event coming up in Dubai. What's it called?
Yes, the Dubai Championship.
The Dubai Fitness Championships in December. Now, recently there was a workout, and part of the workout was a 1 kilometer row. Tell everyone who you beat in the 1 kilometer row, Milos.
I beat the fitness man on dirt, Matt Fazer. So he did 257 something. I did 255.8.
Did you hear that, Matt Fraser? This man beat you in the row.
Remember me.
Remember this name. Hey,
So-
it may only be one workout, but he got you.
Exactly.
It's an amazing effort. Look, regardless of beating Matt Fraser, the time he rode, 255.
255.
255 for 1 kilometer is superbly fast. I witnessed it. It was very cool to watch, and he's very pleased with himself. But that gives you an idea of where he's at and his level of fitness. And if anyone knows him at rowing, that's mental as well. To keep going, it was a really cool effort. So,
I started rowing 3 years first time in my life.
wow.
3 years, and I don't know, I mean, day by day I was doing warm-up, only rowing, and of course in the beginning that was very, very tough. 500
yeah.
meters, like I was dying.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, I reached that point. So one day I was empty with no clients, and I was looking on a rowing machine. I said, let me try 25k.
25 kilometers.
So I did 25 kilometers in 1 hour 40 minutes 40
Whoa.
seconds. So that was I mean, I was pretty enjoying all the time. The average on the 500 meters was 2 minutes 5 seconds.
Have you tried 25Ks again?
I tried once, but I quit on a 10.
Yeah, I think mentally that, just
I
to
quit
keep
on that.
going. I'm bad enough at 2 kilometers.
I quit on a 10. I couldn't.
Just couldn't get, I do 5 kilometers. I try and do it once a fortnight. I row every week, 2Ks, 1K, but once a fortnight I make myself do 5. For the reason that I hate it. Sounds weird, but I make myself do what I hate because
Yeah.
it's
Same
obviously a
idea,
weakness.
like, exactly.
Generally, people say to me, I don't know if you'd agree, but you train a client, they go, I don't like that exercise. That's usually interpreted means they're not very good at it. So they say they don't like it, but it's
That
actually
means-
they're not very good at it.
That means that's for
It's
us.
a weakness. So for me, I turn that into you must do it. It's a bit like fighting. People would come into the gym and see people doing wrestling. If they weren't good at wrestling, they would go and spar. You should be doing the wrestling and picking the best wrestlers to get better. So what you did was get on the rowing machine. So we had that event. Now, how many people get entry? 50?
40.
40.
40.
And today, as of what's the date today? The 30th.
30th.
They announced they're allowing 6 more wildcard entries. Simon, if you're watching, if you watch this before it, if someone might share it with you, that would be amazing. This man gets
Hey
a
guys,
wildcard.
give me a chance.
I would tag everyone in it.
That will be my second competition ever.
So anyone who watches this today, if you know this person, if you know anyone in Dubai, has anything, share this video with them, tag them, get them to watch it. Get Milos in the Dubai Championships. He should be there. Yeah, he beat Matt Fraser in that one. So that's really what we want to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about. We're going to keep these videos to sort of, not too long so you don't get bored of us. Like I said, if you have any topics you want us to chat about, we'll have Luke, myself, and Milos. We'll bring other people in. I'll get it on the podcast. I will get organised. I'm still getting things sorted away. I'll get a microphone. I know it's a little bit hard to hear. Hey, but everyone has his YouTube channel start somewhere. So my channel now is JH Life. So it's basically trying to get you to live your life to the fullest through our education and motivating you and keeping you going. So I want you to watch this man. If you go to Dubai and you go to the championships, hopefully he's there. Milos, what's your last name?
Pesic. Very hard to pronounce.
I can't pronounce it. So I've been talking up for him today because he's a bit of a shy guy and his accent. I like his accent. I actually try and do it because it makes me sound cooler. When he teaches an assault class, I'll be listening going, I wish I sounded like that. It just sounds so...
My English is not that well because honestly, I mean, 3 years ago, just 3 years ago, my English was only mother, father, cat, dog.
Wow.
Only, so...
And how have you learned English? Just through listening? Like anyone playing? Have you done any courses?
In Serbia we have in school, but
okay.
In school you can... I was professional player 12 years, handball. So I was playing for very young juniors. But
how did your country do in the handball in the Olympics?
They wasn't there. They
weren't there?
No, this year, but they are pretty good. I mean, we have good history.
He's told me about some handball. I thought it was a game in Australia. If anyone's Australian, we played at school and we played on the ground. We hit the ball back and forth. So that was my version of handball.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And he was telling me they make good money and they do well.
We have, in Europe is very popular.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, in school I was popular kid playing handball, being in. Youngest one in team. All of my team colleagues, they're like 12, 13, 14 years older than me. And so I was always like, okay, he's a professional, athlete. Let's help him just to finish school, No one, I mean, I didn't have that pressure to learn English, to focus on school that much. And my parents was science. I remember myself, my parents was pushing me and my sisters like, let's go English, French. Languages are the,
Can you speak French?
I know some things, but
okay.
Nothing else. So nothing special. So I went to US 4 years ago with no English.
Wow.
With one friend, and she was. I told her, look, if you speak English, I can do anything. So I can carry, I can work. So you will be my translator. So anyway, I started, listening American accent.
Yeah.
And through American accent, I pick some words. I get used to it, talking. So 1 year after I came to Kuwait, and again I forgot everything because I was in Serbia 6-7 months. So I came in Kuwait. I was my first training was let's do this and do this and
10 lift run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, that was ladies. I mean, thanks God I have this talent to pick.
I think English is good.
To pick words quickly, and day by day I came in this gym. So
how's your Arabic?
Good.
Really?
Yeah, good. Yeah, I started. I know how to write around 30-40 words.
Wow. For anyone who doesn't know who's watching this, we're in Kuwait. Some of you might not know, by the way. I probably should say
desert.
that. We live and work in Kuwait at Inspire Pure Fitness. In Sahara, if you're around, come and say hi. But that's why I asked about Arabic. So he speaks some Arabic as well.
I know something.
Yeah.
I mean.
أنا أتكلم عربي شوي. I speak a little Arabic.
Oh, that is good.
I can count to 10. I can say hi and bye. I can ask for things, but I need to do a language course. I'm not one. I don't pick up languages very well. I've always been a teacher in my life. I've worked in things like that, but intellectual's not really my thing. And I think there is different people like that. Some people are intellectual, some are like a hands-on, and that's me. I hear it here and it goes in here. I'm like,
I hear.
You pick it up.
Yes, but if I read, no.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone asked me, do you want a book about best coach ever,
Yeah.
or if you want to listen to him on a podcast,
Yeah.
give me podcast, please.
Yeah, I'm the same. That's why I do videos. People like videos. People like listening.
Yeah,
and,
I like.
We're probably a bit lazy these days, but yeah.
Maybe, yeah. or we have, you know, we have that much like videos.
It's how we're brought
YouTube,
up. Yeah, it's different. Times have changed.
Different times, yeah.
And I was telling students the other day, members the other day, that the age difference of me and them is I used to run home from school and put a Run DMC record on, a vinyl Run DMC record on, and it was my favourite record. I used to put it on and sit there and listen to Run DMC. If anyone doesn't know who Run DMC are, you should be ashamed of yourself. Check them out now. Type them into YouTube. Run DMC. You will love them. Old school. They didn't swear. They didn't say any other words. They didn't need to say.
But
They
that was
were good.
Walkmans.
Yeah, Walkmans. And then we had the CDs, and if you jumped, they would skip.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my age difference.
Technologies.
Yeah, I had one of the first mobile phones, and it was a bag phone. It was a big thing like this, and it had a cord attached, and I had to sit down and push it, pick it up. Hello.
Hello.
And I used to think I was cool walking around the streets with this phone.
That time was cool.
Yeah, it was cool then. And then there was the Nokias, the big bricks. And you have it, and it was that heavy, it would pull your pants down. You'd hook on you.
You hook on your belt, like, to show everyone, you know, you have phone,
I have a,
half of your ribs.
and the aerial was this big, or it was cooler. Then flip phones come out, and you flip the phone,
yeah.
and you had to go.
Or
Yeah, yeah.
slide, you know.
Hello, yeah, slide.
Sorry, let me just.
So this is what this is all about. Sometimes we'll talk about some topics. Sometimes we'll go offline, but who cares? We're here to entertain and say hi. So keep an eye on Milos. He's got the Dubai Championships coming up.
Serbian throwdown is
Oh,
coming
the
up.
Serbian throwdown. He's in another one.
Yeah, I
Going
hope
on
so.
that.
I will qualify. I mean, I will for sure.
So rehashing what we talked about, listen to your bodies, guys. If you need a day off, you're not going to shrink, you're not going to shrivel away, you're not going to get fat in a day. Have a break if you need it. Remember it, okay? Otherwise you can get burnt out. Don't commit to too much. Don't overtrain. You'll be okay. Just have a steady progress, have a plan, but don't be afraid to go off the plan sometimes. It's not the end of the world. It's okay to have rest. You'll grow and you'll feel better, and you'll come back even stronger. Watch this man. He'll make it to Dubai. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with our third video soon, and we will have the three of us here. Thanks for watching. Great to have you here.
Hey, you're amazing.
Good
Thank
chat.
you so much.
See you guys. Bye.
See you.